Hello, everybody. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. We have a storm system that will be exiting out of the Rocky Mountains and the high plains, moving into the northern plains as we head through midweek. Not only will it bring a chance for some showers and thunderstorms, but locally heavy rain, and it'll impact more than just the harvest. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Your full forecast is coming up next.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, everybody, we'll start out with a look at the model guidance as we begin this update right here. As we head into our Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday, we've been talking about a chance of rain, and here it comes. This is one model's rendition of the timing and track of the storm system, but you can see a fairly widespread area of potential showers and storms. When will they arrive, and what's the timing for you? Here's what you need to know as we slow this down a piece tonight as we go through your Tuesday evening all the way through 10 o'clock. Quiet here in the big sky country of Montana and the high plains, though. Showers and thunderstorms could be strong to even severe down here into parts of Nebraska, northeast Colorado, southeast parts of Wyoming. Now, as we go into the overnight hours, we'll see a passing sprinkle, mainly in our westernmost counties here in eastern North Dakota. And again, we're going to expect to see the system work its way in by the mid-morning hours to the central part of the state. So most of us will stay dry to begin the first part of our day on Wednesday. And your hump day continues to see increasing clouds. Notice Minnesota, cloud-free, quiet weather, south winds, driving temperatures. Pretty high once again. And I do think we'll have a good shot at some mild temperatures here in the Red River Valley for your Wednesday. Now, when do the showers arrive? Look at Sioux Falls, look at Pierre, South Dakota, and the capital of Bismarck, North Dakota, as we look at the evening forecast there. In the afternoon, the best chance of showers will be in the Cheyenne River Valley, the James River Valley, and southern parts of Minnesota. Heading into the afternoon. Hi, Katie. Hi, Joanne, Amy Jo. Simon, good to have you on board, as well as Katie. And thanks again for all of your participation with uploading photos. They're still pouring in here at hutchesweather.com, my brand spanking new website. Now check out the look as we go through the evening hours. That's when the chance will increase for Grand Forks and Fargo. Let's call it after 3 p.m. A chance for some soggy showers and soaking showers of rain. There'll be some embedded rumbles of thunder. The risk of severe here will be quite low going through your Tuesday night, though this slow-moving, swirling area of low pressure will trek eastward. I'll slide the map eastward. You can see Minneapolis heading up to Duluth. Showers and thunder showers are in the forecast into the overnight hours as we go into Thursday morning. The rain continues. So many of us will have a soggy Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and then the system pretty quickly exits out to the east. How much rainfall are we talking about here? Let's get right to the detailed crunch and the numbers right here on Hutch's Weather. This is what you need to know. Now, most of the rain on this particular model says the Dakotas will be the best chance, and this is Wednesday and into Thursday. Now, the Red River Valley, do not pay too much particular attention to the numbers stamped in all these towns. That's the model's output. What we can garner from this and some of the other models is that the best chance at some more soggy rain is going to be in eastern North Dakota and the Red River Valley counties of Minnesota. Now, notice this, there's a little hole taken out, and more than one model does suggest that the heaviest of the rain will stay in North Dakota and the Red River Valley. So we'll keep that in mind. But if you're harvesting right now the grain, and I know you are, I've seen the combines rocking the fields out there across the region, there is going to be a halt to some of those activities. Now, let's suffice it to say this. Many will see a good 1/10 of an inch over the next 2 days. Other places will see 3/4 of an inch of rain. But under the soggier, heavier thunder showers, particularly areas that get wave 1 as we go through Wednesday and more waves as we go into Thursday morning, the best chance of that looks to be to the north. You could see over an inch of rainfall over those 2 days. A good soaker would help Hutch's lawn, but it'll slow down your harvest. Now, here's a look at the detailed digits for your hump day morning. 62 for Bemidji, 67 to Rise and Shine and War Road, Minnesota. How about the cock-a-doodle-doo forecast for Devil's Lake Basin? 67 degrees there, 63 in Jamestown, right there on the beautiful shores of the James River. Look at this. Wind from the southeast, a little on the breezy side first thing in the morning. Barbara, thank you for your support of Hutch's weather by sharing stars. And if you don't have stars to share, that's okay, but you could still pass the good word. Word of mouth helps let people know, your neighbors, your friends, that Hutch is still here doing weather. All right, let's take a look at your afternoon forecast. Notice the white hot heat central South Dakota. Southerly winds will bring the moisture in, and we stay on the warm and breezy side of this system for most of the afternoon in the Red River Valley. Notice Hutch put the little fun thunderstorm icons in the central Dakotas. That's where things get started. Our chances increase after 1 and 2, and by drive time, I think we'll have a good chance at seeing some spotty showers and spits of precipitous precipitation of the wet, not white variety. All right, now as we look off at temperatures off to the east, I do expect a near 80-degree reading right here in Fargo and Grand Forks. 78 is great in Thief River Falls, 78 as well for War Road. And look at this. Hubbard County, Park Rapids, 78 beautiful degrees for you, and Lakes Country, near 80 degrees. It'll be a little breezy. There might be some walleye chop on them there waters. Oh, we need something to stir up the fish, right? Now, let's take a look at your planning forecast. What does that number 1 tag mean by my name? I don't know. I don't know what that means. It could be that you're maybe high up on a list of people who follow and fans. So congratulations, Bonnie. It's always a pleasure to see you. And you all are number 1 for joining me for Hutch's weather. Planning forecast. Wednesday. Showers and thunderstorms arrive late. They'll last through the overnight and into the morning half of the day on Thursday before finally breaking a bit. Many areas seeing 1/10 to 1/2 of an inch of rain here in Fargo. I think we'll have a good chance at a little bit more than that. Some of us seeing over 1 inch under the gully washers. Then check it out. We're hardwired for some more summer fuel on Friday. And then on Saturday, it's going to be awesome. Wherever you may roam. That's right. And then on Sunday, well, there'll be a halo of fire in the sky, and we call it the sun. And if you're a summer person, it'll be a nice fixer. We're getting that weather going back in that summertime direction. Then next week, the heat is on with low to mid 80s out there. And that's a look at your forecast. Hutch's bottom line is always fun to read, right? Right. All right. Well, it says rain and, let's see, a wet ride. The lightning Wednesday. Oh, rain and we ride the lightning Wednesday into Thursday. I couldn't even read my own grammar there. Wednesday outlook, the weekend outlook says shortest straw pulled for somebody else because it looks dandy right here. And we jump in the fire with the heat like a moth into the flame as we go into next week. That's a look at your forecast. Now we'll take a quick peek at what's going on the current radar and the current conditions across the region. Let's get going right now with this system that's working into the Bismarck area. Here is that radar. And if you take a peek at it, we do have some showers and rumbles of thunder moving in toward the capital city. Just pushing into Mandan right now. Mandan, you may want to roll the windows up on the old golf cart out there if you happen to be out doing some golfing across the area. Maybe you're doing some fun golf. And then South Bismarck and Lincoln seeing some scattered showers heading your way. So you're likely seeing these storms move in. The pink would indicate locally heavy rain and maybe even some small hail potential from these cells that are making their way in. And one bolt of lightning there right at the bend as you drop down into Mandan from the west. New Salem Sioux getting a soggy soaker out there. I got to tell you, New Salem Sioux likes to get a little bit of rain, and from time to time, it's always kind of fun to get a little bit of a bath out there in western North Dakota where things have been just a little bit on the dry side. Glen Olin, those showers extend basically along the interstate. So Morton County here about the only winners as far as the weather goes there. And I'm looking for a fun fact right here. You know what? I am a fan of New Salem Sioux, so I'm going to put this up there just because I just happen to have this in my pocket. And when you have this in your pocket, sometimes you got to dig around the lint and see what's there and show it off just a little bit. So check this out. New Salem Sioux. Ooh, yeah, moving over. Temperatures looking like there'll be a lot of fun out there for you. I was just out in western North Dakota visiting New Salem Sioux. That fun. It's always fun to stop by and say hi to New Salem Sioux. All right, that's a look at what's going on across the region right now. Temperatures region-wide look like this. We'll pop those up here real quick, and then I will address, as always, it's a two-way street here on Hutch's Weather, right? Your Questions and comments are always fun. Temperatures look like this out to the west. 68 is great out there by Glen Olin and New Salem Sioux after the rain cooled things off. And Mandan's seeing 75, but it's closer to 80 out at the airport there in south parts of Bismarck, not far from Lincoln, right? So those showers are going to cool you off. Up to the north in the Minot area, we have 75 degrees, and looking out towards Jamestown, 79 is your present temperature on the thermometer out there. 82 degrees at Hector International right now, 79 degrees at Moorhead's Airport, Grand Forks. You're sitting at a lovely 80 degrees, summer-like afternoon. Wind increases and changes are coming. Now let's see if we have any questions. While I like vibrations, it says, and I did some unintentional research for you. Thanks a lot, Sarah. I don't know much about catching a lot of fish, but I sure like trying, and that's what counts, right? Rita, good to have you on board from Bemidji. Shared and tagged from Bemidji, says Bonnie. Thank you so very, very much. Doris is asking for rain, and it looks like it's on the way, but there's just that one little hiccup out there near the capital city, Bismarck, right now going on. I'm, again, not anticipating severe weather in that area, and we'll show you where we do expect some. Laura Lee says, going to the lake on Thursday for one more lake weekend with family before school starts. Looks like perfect weather. Yeah, Thursday itself will be an exiting system. It's going to be a cool and crisp start on Friday morning, and after that, we're climbing the thermal ladder out there to some lake weather. Looks like an awesome weekend, says Tim. How does it look for Kitson County? Tracy, it does look like up in the Kitson County area there. If you're heading out to the, Kennedy, let's say you're in Kennedy. It looks pretty good in Kennedy as we go through the night tonight, but we'll have that chance of showers and rain making their way in. The best chance will be after 5 o'clock Wednesday night all the way into Thursday mid to late morning, and then the showers are out of here. It's not going to rain that entire time, but that's when the rain looks to be arriving. Nathan, it's always a pleasure to have you. Sarah says, number one follower out there, Bonnie Jean, that's what it must mean. I don't get to see the numbers that are put by your names, so I can't tell that. Sometimes it'll show me who's sent stars and things like that, but you all are number one in my book. I appreciate you all. Hi from Roseau, says Todd. Vicky Vance says hi in Fargo. That's a look at your weather. Coming up tonight, we'll take a little more detailed look at the timing of the rain showers as the models get a better grasp on what's going on as this system is just really evolving out of the Rockies. I will point out this, though, that the risk for severe weather for tonight, we'll look at the Storm Prediction Center experts' opinions on what's going on. And what you're going to see here is that as we look out towards the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado, not in Denver, but in that area, there's that little yellow pixel out there. That is the area where we'll have a chance at some severe weather tonight. And if we look at the radar, yes, indeed, we do have a few showers and storms starting to fire up there, rolling off the Rockies. It's kind of an afternoon kind of event out there in the mile-high city. These storms moving through the suburbs like Aurora and out to the eastern portion of the metro area. One up by Boulder right now has cooled things off into the 60s for that area. As these storms move out into the high plains of eastern Colorado, there's a lot of moist air and a lot of energy in the atmosphere with temperatures near 90 degrees. That's going to provide some upward vertical motion, and that's going to give rise to some windy, gusty, hail type thunderstorms. Those will be the main threats as we go through. Areas in green, including most of Wyoming, western parts of South Dakota, western North Dakota. These areas tonight could see a few thunderstorms skirt or come close to severe levels. What about our storms tomorrow as they arrive? The best chance at anything strong will be in the western part of the state where storms fire. By the time they get to the valley later in the day, the risk of stormy weather here is not the greatest, although we will have some warmer weather. And then on Thursday, the risk of stormy weather moves out even farther to the east, out of Sioux Falls and into Chicago, most of Illinois, into western parts of Missouri. Going to see a chance for some severe weather. That is a look at your weather. I am meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Thanks so very much for checking out my brand spanking new website, hutchesweather.com. You can always catch the latest right there. Make sure you keep my sponsors in mind if you ever have any need for the services that they provide, whether it's tree care. You can check out the hospitality hospitality industry right here in Fargo. Some of the very best places to have your functions at KAJ Hospitality. Links provided there on the website for you. And I do want to invite you to take a view through all of your amazing photos. And I'm just going to scroll through these because they're still coming in even as we speak. These were impressive. They were amazing. Look at the color on this one, for instance, in Bemidji. This was shared by Kevin. Thank you so very much, Kevin, south of Bemidji and on the Beltrami Line Railroad out there. Look at those colors mingling with the pine trees out there. And so many of you shared just some awesome shapes. This was above Grand Forks, off the back porch there in town in Grand Forks, captured by Mary. Thank you so very much, Mary, for doing that. And you know what? Thanks to anyone and everyone who serves now and who has ever served. Look at this, huh? Camp Ripley, hello. I got to tell you what, that is a sight to behold right there. Those northern lights were a hummin', you could say. All right, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. It's always a pleasure to have you joining me on Hutch's Weather and hutchesweather.com. You can always get the latest, remember, by going to my website. If you happen to have missed the broadcast here, check there first. And otherwise, please follow me right here on Facebook. Follow me on YouTube by hitting the subscribe button, and we'll talk again very soon. Have a wonderful Tuesday evening, and check back for an update on the rain and the thunder here a little later.